Today we're going to talk about some simple basic stuff as well as some complicated heavy material. Things that are going to make you think. They're going to make you question if atheism has the answer for anything.
How'd the moon get there?
These are questions I've asked myself for a long time, and I never could come up with an answer whenever I was a non-believer.
How'd the moon get there?
And I guarantee as you watch my comments section after this video is made, atheists will not be able to answer the questions as well as the points that I make.
Look, you pinheads who attacked me for this,
just watch, pay attention.
You guys are just desperate.
If you are an atheist or an agnostic, do me a favor. I want you to turn around right now, and I want you to look directly at any mirror that is nearby. And I want you to look at it, and I want you to ask yourself who you are.
How'd I get there?
That simple of a question. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, where did the voice inside your head come from?
Can you explain that to me?
Why is it that there is no animal in the world that has the ability to be able to have that voice inside their head that shows them what to do, why not to do things, and such?
How come we have that, and Mars doesn't have it?
Atheists and agnostics are very fond of sitting there saying that there is no God, or there's simply not enough information for a God.
How come?
But they simply can't even answer who they are as a person or where their consciousness came from. They can't even answer the question of where life began and how it existed.
Why not?
It's easy to sit around and say, well, science says evolution, but evolution doesn't tell you how it is any of life got here. It doesn't tell you why you exist for.
How'd it get here?
It simply gives you a bunch of concepts and theories about how one transitions from this and that, but it doesn't tell you where the original source came from, where the original little speck came from, where it is consciousness came from.
How did that little amoeba get here? Crawl out there.
These are things to think about. And if someone is intellectually honest, then they will realize they don't have the answer, and they won't be arrogant and prideful and pretend as though they know something they don't.
You have order in this universe. You have an order in the universe. Tide comes in, tide goes out. Okay, yeah, the moon does it. Fine. How'd the moon get there?
Some humans out there have the capability of painting beautiful pictures. Some of them paint abstract ideas. Where do they get that from?
Were we just lucky?
Atheists usually will describe things as being a part of nature and that we have instincts, and the reason why we're able to do certain things like run like we do this, do that, is because this is nature built into us, so we would be able to survive the environment and whatever variables we come up against. But how would they explain the reason why it is we have beautiful artwork and masterpieces? How is it that man was able to create these things?
Some meteor do this? Come on.
Painting a Mona Lisa isn't going to cause one to be able to have better probability of survival. It doesn't have anything to do with your instincts whatsoever. So why is it that humans have the ability to paint the beautiful paintings, direct these fantastic movies that exist throughout our world, to be able to have the kind of imagination they do?
You know, I see this stuff, it's desperate.
A lot of atheists out there subscribe to the concept of a Big Bang. A singularity that basically infused itself and imploded and basically expanded throughout the universe. But how do they know it's just one single singularity? How do they know that there's not simply many different pockets that are just the same way that expand and explode in all different directions? Because from our understanding of the universe, we are very infantile of our knowledge of what we know.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.
There is no way to be able to define or measure the universe. The universe is not sitting in some kind of aquarium or box where it can be measured from corner to corner or side to side.
And totally redeem yourself!
So go ahead and answer. Do you know the measurements, and how would you actually know the age of the universe? I'm all ears, ladies and gentlemen. Give me what you got. How can you fucking smile about that? Are you fucking retarded? How does an atheist know that the universe simply hasn't begun over and over again? If things started with a singularity, and the theory is that things are going to end with a crunch or end with a rubber band effect, how do you know that the universe simply doesn't explode, expand out, then basically come to a point where it heats up, it's over, and then it starts over and regenerates life over and over with either the help of God or simply by itself, with no kind of assistance at all? The problem with you atheists is that you say you lack a belief in all deities. The problem with that is that there's only one, and it just so happens to be the one that I imagined up in my fucking head. Everybody else, whether they be Christian or they be pagan or whatever it is, Hindu, their gods are bullshit. I'm the only one that's fucking right. If you have the ability to have a consciousness that basically helps you through your everyday life, then who are you and what are you to sit there and tell other people that there is not an external force in the universe, that it too can think, it too can sit there and have a consciousness, it too has the ability to create just like you? This right here just reeks of dumbassness. Whether you believe that you follow the one true God or not, whether you think that you're bowing down and washing the right God's balls, does not fucking matter worth a shit. Who the fuck are you to come along and sit there and say you got the one true God, but everybody else's God is horse shit? At least atheists are fair. We say none of them exist. We don't sit there and pick one and favor it over all the others, you dumb fucking muttonhead. If you assert that there is no afterlife, and you assert that there is no external force with a consciousness that may have had something to do with the universe or had something to do with life itself, then you need to shut up. Atheist, by definition, is lack a belief in deities. Shut up and think. Think more. Humility. Listen. Pay attention.
It takes more faith to not believe than it does to believe in a deity.
Jeez. It's like, I guess some people are fucking somewhat, seemingly, at least by appearance, to be mentally retarded, because no matter how many fucking times you say that, there's always some fucking village idiot, as the first guy said, who's going to continue to say stupid shit that's already been fucking told to him 100,000 times.